I want to play a clip for you from a stream yesterday. This is going to annoy a lot of you. I know that, but it was kind of a culmination of just 2 weeks of hearing the same argument over and over and over. This is with regards to GG delaying 3.26 and whether or not they have fully abandoned Path of Exile 1. It's got to the point where I'm starting to just hear the most ridiculous arguments, and so yeah, you're gonna see me getting pretty annoyed, say some pretty spicy stuff, but at the same time, some of the things people have been saying are just like wild, ridiculous stuff. I feel it's completely unproductive to have these types of conversations where people are just like making ridiculous claims about the intentions of GGG, or that they are like deliberately lying or trying to deceive you. That doesn't make sense as a business, and it really like shuts down the conversation. So this clip, it's going to seem like I'm glazing GGG. In reality, I was annoyed by their handling of 3.26 and PoE in general. It really feels like I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening. What is happening behind the scenes? A lot of people are like, thank you for being so transparent, GGG. But like in reality, do we know what's going on? Like, what are they putting in place to make sure that we don't keep getting these delays? And I think one of the most frustrating things, I think the reason that people are so upset now is that for the last 2 years, we were working up to PoE 2. And PoE 1 leagues were being delayed. We started going from 4 leagues a year to 3 leagues a year. And there was almost this like unspoken acceptance of it, because it was like, they're doing this because PoE 2 is coming out and they're making this big push for PoE 2 early access. But once we make it to PoE 2 early access, everything's going to go back to normal, right? We're going to go back to the 4 leagues a year. And this was just like this kind of felt like the nail in the coffin. PoE 2 is obviously not released. It is still in early access, but it kind of felt like early access release was the light at the end of the tunnel. We went to the end of the tunnel, and then we got this news about 3.26, and I was like, oh no, there's a whole lot more tunnel left before things go back to the way they were, you know, like
I'm back home. I'm back home.
The good old days of 4 leagues a year. So I'll play the clip. I'm going to say some stuff that's going to annoy you, but leave your thoughts in the comments below, and yeah, let's get into it. Current say with 3P voices? Nice. Did you like it, Adeline? Good takes if you guys aren't doing enough for how shit they treated the community in the last... I don't know. What? People are so entitled. It's crazy, man. I don't think they were trying to treat the community shit. I think they just, like, fucked up. I think the thing is intent. Intent is what matters. If someone does something nasty to you with the intent of, like, upsetting you, yeah, then you get angry. But if someone does something shit but they didn't mean to, then I like to give them the benefit of the doubt. At least that's me. At least some people get angry like regardless.
Transparency and communicating the current focus could have been done way before holiday season, but you know, dollar.
The current focus should have been done way before. I agree that, but dollars, man, they don't make more money by upsetting people. I think they were overconfident. They thought they could do something they couldn't, and they fucked up. The thing I wanted to see that they didn't say was, what are they gonna do to avoid this in the future, right? So I think if you're gonna get angry at them, rather say like, okay, you guys fucked up, but what are you gonna do about it? And they didn't say. But pretending they were like maliciously trying to upset people to make more money, that's dumb. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make them more money.
It's like a typical software project. We can do
we can do that. Oops. But people are so desperate to victimize themselves and feel hard done by, but they want to monetize the shit out of PoE 2 launch and wanted to sell as many supporter packs. Yeah, goodwill is a currency, and they built up a lot of it. Yeah, they are draining it. I don't know. I don't really give a shit. Well, I mean, I do care, but the whole thing of like wanting to be angry, god damn, man, like there's enough shit to be stressed about already. If you've got space in your brain to be angry about a computer game, I don't know, go like experience real trauma. Like, shit sucks, but move on. Go read a book. Do you ever do a project? The more perfect you want it, the longer it'll take. Exactly. Both games are fun. They have a team. They'll figure it out. Exactly. Just be patient. Pretty sure people will still bought PoE 2 support pack even if they hadn't announced a delay. Yep. Isn't that a problem? People having space in their head instead of a brain? Yeah. I doubt reasonable people want to be angry. We just want to know if we are pumping money straight into PoE 2 or will we continue. They will continue supporting PoE 1. They will. They said they will. That's all you care about. Just be patient. Be patient. Calm. People think they have a problem until they have a problem. Yeah. Like, if Path of Exile 1 getting delayed is the worst thing that has happened to you in the last year, go like to church and thank Jesus, because like shit could be way worse. Your life is fucking excellent. If Path of Exile being delayed is bad news, awesome. Your life is sweet. It doesn't mean you can't still be upset about it, but like, oh my god, people are so still going on and on and on. Like, but Adeline, I know you've been away, right? You've been away, so this is like maybe more fresh for you. And I'm not upset at you. I'm probably like offloading on Adeline. You're like the I'm maybe like unleashing a bit too hard. Adeline, like I don't mean to sound angry at you. That's more directed at that kind of thing that I've been seeing so much. Because you keep hearing the same thing day after day after day after day after day. And then poor Adeline is the one who gets the shit for it. What if the only thing that you were looking forward to because your life sucks in PoE is the only thing keeping you moving on? Well, I mean, therapy. That's not GGG's fault. Adeline was asking for it. I think Adeline's engaging in a conversation we were all having for the last 2 weeks, but he just got here. And he's like, now we're rehashing things. Sorry, Adeline. I'm not upset at you. Therapy is more expensive than PoE 2. True. It's a side effect of actual addiction. I need my PoE 1 hit. It's been 11. Unironically, yes. There are people who are actually addicted to Path of Exile. That feeling of like really wanting to play a game and like actually needing to get a hit. So I know you were maybe joking about like, what if Path of Exile is the only thing that makes you feel happy? That's actually that's a real thing, man. And I've had that as well, where if you're like feeling shit and I don't know, maybe a game is something that kind of keeps you afloat, and then the game is shit or like in not a great state, it just like makes you feel worse. But the game being better isn't going to fix that. At that point, you need to, I don't know, fix stuff on a fundamental level. Yeah, I do sympathize, but at the same time, you can't ask GGG to be your therapist. Like, that's not their fault. Exactly. If a game is giving you afloat your bigger issues, then you shouldn't push toward negative energy toward them. The problem is, if people keep raging, we're going to get less and less and less communication. The problem is, if GGG... Look, they probably already said from now on, we are no longer giving any timelines. They probably have made that internal decision. We are no longer doing any roadmaps. We're never doing any more timelines. We're only now going to start giving release dates when it is 100% locked in. So we're probably going to get less information. And that's probably because they felt that they could make a prediction about their intentions. We're going to intend to keep PoE 1 going. They weren't able to meet that. People raged at them. What's going to happen now? Well, now we're not going to know what the is happening. That's probably why we don't know when 0.20 is coming out, is because they know that if they set a date, even if it's like, we're going to try get 0.20 out by March, if they do that, and then there's some unexpected delay, people will lose their fucking minds. So now instead, we get nothing. What's my roadmap? I'm too scared to say. I don't know why this makes me so irate. They should do a timeline. They should, but if they miss their timeline, people are going to lose their minds. So they're not going to do it, right? That's the problem of starting. I would love a timeline. I would love just like a basic roadmap. We're going to try get 0.2 out by March. Then we're going to try in 3 months release the shadow, just like as a rough timeline. If they miss some targets, it's okay. But if they do that now, again, people will be like, wow, GG lied to us. They're so deceptive. So instead, they're going to be like, well, you get your shit when you get it. Like, be grateful. Thanks, Reddit. 99% success rate means nothing if there's 1%. Exactly, it's like that negativity bias. If they said 0.2 will be here by end of February, March 1st, exactly. If it was delayed by a week, they would lose their minds. And yeah, you're right, Westra. It's...
Breath in, pause, breath out. Remember, we're here to create and to love.
We're here to create rage and create drama. That's another good point, though, Westra, is like, it's not GG's responsibility to...
a familiar
creators to say, you will have this by then. That's my responsibility. If PoE 2 takes longer to come out, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Damage is done. It's too late. Reddit ruined Path of Exile. Ah.